Hello students, my name is Robert Connor. I'm Associate Professor, Adjunct Professor with Lone Star College, Houston, Texas. And I teach federal government and Texas government. And you are signed up for federal government. And so that's what I intend to teach you about in this semester. I hope to make it interesting and fun. I like to think that students enjoy tuning into the class. We're all online. It's asynchronous. Unfortunately, I will not get an opportunity to meet you face to face, and that's a shame, but this is the way it has to be. So here we go. We are teaching Government 2305, Federal Government, which is F004 is the section number. Okay, so let's get started. And this video is a little bit long because I go through the whole course with you, but you can stop it and start it anytime that you want to, and you can rewatch it if you need to. Okay, so let's take a look at the screen. Okay, when you log on to the course, this is what you will see. Let me see if I can get that a little smaller. Okay. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. So hopefully that will make it a little smaller and a little easier to get everything on the screen. Let me make a little adjustment here. Okay. Very good. Alrighty. So this is the opening page. This is what you'll see when you first log in, and the course starts on Monday, June the 6th, and so that will be our first look at the course, and you'll be able to access it. Okay, I have the computer set in student view, so this is exactly how you will see it. Okay, well, let's go to content. Okay, content. You'll click on, let's see, table of contents. You have some things here, how to read charts, and Jacob's platform, political parties, ideologies, a little talk about Professor Kelly Jacobs about liberalism, conservatism. But what we want to look at now is course materials. Okay, this is your textbook. And I tell you in the syllabus how to go about getting your textbook. There's several ways. If you want a paperback, then if you buy a new copy, then inside the front cover there will be a scratch off, which will give you a code. After you scratch it off, it'll give you a code to access the course, which I will show you how to do in a few minutes. Okay, you will have the syllabus. The syllabus is very important because it gives you the overall view of the course. Okay, one important thing is to check your emails very frequently, because I send out a lot of emails, and they are very important because it's really the only way I have of communicating with you. Since we're asynchronous, I don't get to talk to you in person, although I'm available to do that via WebEx if you need some particular help with the course or with anything, or have some questions. Okay, but you can also call me. As you can see, I have my telephone number there on the syllabus, 713-805-9088. That's my cell phone, and you can call me at any reasonable hour. Okay, this tells you all about the course. It's a 6-week course, And so it goes fast, and so you can't afford to get behind. And I'm going to show you how you can keep up. Okay, the way that you keep up is by paying attention to the important dates. The dates when you have your official day, your research paper is due, final exams dates, and the college closures, Independence Day, and also we observe Juneteenth. We observe it on Monday, June the 20th, because Juneteenth is on a Sunday, so we're observing it on Monday, June 20th this year. Okay? Now, what you have to do is you have to log on to the course every day, Monday through Thursday. You get Friday off. You get the weekends off. If you don't, if you keep up and you don't need to work on Friday or on the weekends to catch up, then you do not have to log on. You also do not have to log on June the 20th or on July the 4th, because those are holidays. Okay, but you can log on. Obviously, you can log on at any time, but you have to log on every day, Monday through Thursday. That is your attendance. That's how I take attendance. And you will see here that attendance is 15%. Attendance and class participation are critical. It's 15% of your overall grade. So you need to pay attention to that. And I can tell when you log in, and when I see that you have logged in on a particular day, I will count you present that day. That is how I check roll. If you do not log in, obviously you will be counted absent, and that will impact negatively your grade. You'll lose some points. You won't get the full 15 points on your overall grade. Okay, now here is some more information on June the 9th, the official day of record, ODR. That's June the 9th. And between June the 6th, when the class starts, and June the 9th, you have to get registered for the course. I'm going to show you today how to do that. And you have to start working on the first inquisitive for Chapter 1. In other words, just simply logging on is not enough. Once you log on, you got to do something. You got to do some work. You can't just log on and then turn right around and log right off. You didn't accomplish much. Okay, so you have to get registered and working on inquisitive for Chapter 1 by June the 9th. Okay, and here's some other important information, like the last date to withdraw is June the 30th, but I don't think anybody's going to withdraw from the course, because I'm going to make it so much fun and so interesting. You're going to want to stick with it. Okay, here is the day-by-day schedule of what you should be doing each and every day of the 6-week course. And so that tells you what you should be doing every day. Okay. Okay, some more information about the college policies and aides. The college will help you with almost anything except buying your textbook for you. They won't do that. Unless you are in the early college program, then the school, your high school, will buy the textbook for you. Otherwise, you have to buy it yourself. And here are some specific rules that I have. And one absolute rule that you need to pay close attention to is there is required for this course a research paper or project, and you have to submit one. The portal for that opens up on Monday, June the 6th, and it closes on July the 6th. You have to turn in your research paper or project by then, and we'll get more into the details of that. But just remember, it's something that you cannot blow off or overlook or ignore. You have to do it. If you don't turn in a research paper or a project, you get an automatic F for the course, regardless of your other grades. So you want to be sure to get that done. And you can do it at any time during the course. Okay, and please contact me if you have any questions. Okay, this tells you how to get your book. There's several ways that you can do it. The best way is just wait till Monday and watch the video, and it's going to show you how to go through your D2L and purchase the book and the inquisitives and get all set up right there on D2L. You don't have to do anything else. It's all right there for you. But if you want to, you can go ahead and buy the paperback book, but you have to buy a new one if that's the only thing that you're going to use for the course. You have to buy a new one, because inside the front cover of the book there is a scratch off place where you scratch off just like the lotto, and there's a code underneath, and that code is what will get you logged on to the course. Okay, if you don't do that, then you can just on Monday you can watch the video, this video, and it will show you how to log on to the course, how to get registered, I should say, for the course online on your D2L. Okay, so you can do it either way. If you do it on your D2L, all you have to do is buy the ebook, which is $42.95, and with that you automatically get the inquisitives. You don't have to buy them separately. If you buy the new paperback, you also get the ebook and the inquisitives automatically. Okay, but if you want to, you can buy just the ebook and or just the inquisitives. Well, if you buy the ebook, you're going to automatically get the inquisitives. But if you want to use the paperback, but you want to get a used one, you can. But then you have to purchase the inquisitives. You have to get a code for them. Okay, so that tells you all how to do it. And this video, in a little while, this video is going to show you step by step how to do that. Okay, and then you have some words of wisdom from me, and particularly the future belongs to those who prepare for it. And obviously you're preparing for it now because you're in school. Okay, so let's go to the next topic. Okay, the next thing is calendars. I have made you some nifty calendars for June and July. It shows you day by day what's going on and what you need to be doing each and every day. It also shows you when your exams are due. It shows you when you should finish the part 1 of your book. It shows you that very all important official day of registration. That's the day by which you need to get registered in the course and have at least started on the inquisitive for chapter 1. Okay. And then you also, of course, have the calendar for July, which includes July 11th, which is the day when we have finals. Now your finals will be taken, of course, online, but you have to take them on this day and at the specified time, which is 9 o'clock in the morning. You have 2 hours to do the finals. The finals consist of 3 quizzes. We'll go into more detail on that. And also, I opened the portal by 8:30, so you can start early if you want to. All right. Okay, next thing is in course materials. For students getting started. Okay, you click on that, and what you're going to see is this link that says ebook link, We the People 13 Essential Edition. Okay, so you're going to, this is how you are going to get registered for the course. I know you've already signed up for the course, but okay, now I'm going to switch out of student mode. I'm going to go to my mode because it becomes a little confusing, because as a professor I'm already logged in, I'm already registered for the course, and so I need to show you how to register. Okay, ebook link. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, I had to create a new student set for you, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, this is federal government. Okay, state is, you won't have to do this. This is my job. This is what I have to do. Okay, and let's see, United States. Okay. Okay, start date is June the 6th, and the finish date is July the 12th. Okay, wait just a moment, They got the section number wrong. I need to correct that. Okay. 23 on F. Okay. All right. Okay, you start typing Lone Star, and it's going to give you a list of a whole lot of schools, including the various Lone Star schools. This is similar to what you will be doing when you log in your own registration. Okay, so you'll get Houston. Okay, so that should do it. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. There's too many characters there. Okay, here again, you don't have to do this. This is my business. Okay, there we go. All right, now, okay, you're going to click on Government 2305 F005. Okay, so you're going to click on that, and let's see, you got the 6 week. Okay. Okay, no. Okay. All right. Now you're going to go to purchase options. Now you may have already bought the book or the ebook or what have you, but still you're going to go to purchase options. Okay. Okay, your purchase options are this. Okay, if you have not bought the paperback, you don't have a code yet. Okay, so you're going to have purchase options. Okay, now if you bought the paperback and did the scratch off, then you have a registration code. So you click on that, you'll put in the code, and you'll hit, a couple of links, and then you'll be all good to go. Okay, but if you haven't, then you'll click on I want to purchase access. Okay. Okay, you put in your Lone Star email address. I'm going to put in mine just so that we can move on to the next part. Okay. Okay, I have read and accept the terms. Okay. I'm a college university student. Yep. Select a country, the United States. Okay. State or province, you're Texas. School, you're going to put in your Lone Star. This is where you put in the school. See, I had to put in the school when I confirmed my registration. Okay, here we go. Lone Star College, Houston. That's us. Okay, now here you're going to buy the ebook, and so you check that as $41.95 is the cost, and then you're going to put in your credit card information and such, and it's going to charge your credit card, and then you're going to get on your computer, you're going to see this come up. It's already on my computer because, like I said, I'm already registered. So it's already there, but yours won't be there until you go through the process of paying for the book, and then you will see this connected to LMS and a check mark by it. That means that you are good to go. You are registered for the course, and you're ready to rock and roll. Okay, so now let me get out of this. Okay, now if I did not do a good job explaining all that, there's a video you can watch. How do I register for Inquisitive? How to register with W.W. Norton Inquisitive for D2L. And if you Okay, if you there's a couple of these. Let's see. If you do the how to use inquisitive and how to read charts and graphs and how to evaluate sources, if you do those three, these are tutorials. This is just showing you how. You will actually get a grade for that. And it'll be an easy grade because it's just a tutorial, and all you have to do is go through the tutorial, and then you get a grade for it. So your grade is going to go up. Okay. Now, if you messed up and you went to the W.W. Norton website and you not only bought the D2L and not only bought the inquisitives, but you actually started doing them on the W.W. Norton website, that's a no-no. You're not supposed to do that. But if you did do it, we can cure it, and this tells you how to cure it if you did that. But if you didn't do that, if you did everything through D2L like I just showed you, then you'll be good to go, and you won't have to pay any attention to that. In fact, I think I don't even show you that because I have that, blacked out, so you're not even going to see that. But there is a way to cure it if you did that. So don't worry about it. Don't sweat. Okay. Okay, now you're good to go. Okay, you have videos of the day. And so every day, starting with Monday, June the 6th, and going all the way to July, I'm going to go back to student view now. Let me go back to student view. So I want you to see the page like a student, like you will see it. Okay. Now here are your grades, but I don't want to go to that right now. Let me stay on contents for now. Okay. Okay. You have videos of the day that every day, starting with Monday, June the 6th, and going all the way to Monday, July the 11th, which is the day of finals, you have something cooking. You might have a joke. I have some jokes for you. I have some various videos. Some of them have to do with the class. Some of them are just for fun. Okay, so because I want you to have fun as well as learn something. So each day, as the day comes, you click on the day, and then the content of that day becomes available to you. For example, right now you could not watch this video because it's not June the 6th. When it becomes June the 6th, then you can watch it. And the same thing for each day. You have to wait till that day comes. You can still see the jokes, but you can't watch the videos until the day comes. And then you can click on them and watch them. Okay, then you have the course is divided into 4 parts. Part 1 is chapters 1 through 5, and it has to do with the Constitution and the political climate in the United States, and also civil rights and civil liberties. Okay, so let's click on part 1 and see what that's all about. Part 1, I need to, okay, I got the link for the U.S. Constitution there. Okay, and the American political culture is chapter 1. Okay, chapter 1, you have the ebook. You can click on the ebook and you can read chapter 1 on your computer. Okay, then you have lecture points, PowerPoints on chapter 1. You can watch those. You have a chapter 1 outline. You can watch that, which in text format, it gives you like a summary of the chapter. You even have some flashcards which show you, ask you questions and you answer them, and then they tell you whether you got it right or not. Okay, it's just practice. Okay, now you come to the meat of things. This is chapter 1, inquisitive. These are the things that are graded in each chapter. Okay, so you click on that, and my page looks different from what your page is going to look like, but it's going to look the same in a moment because I'm going to click on try answering the questions as a student. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the first inquisitive. Okay, how has the power of the federal government developed over time? And there's several alternatives. The power of the federal government has increased. The power of the federal government has remained the same. The power of the federal government has decreased. Okay? Now, if you are very confident that you know the answer to this question, then you can set this little gauge over all the way to the right, so you are going to get the maximum number of points when you correctly answer this question. Okay? And but if you roll the dice and ask for the maximum number of points, if you miss the question, you're going to lose points. Okay, so it's kind of like Jeopardy when a contestant, the daily double comes up and the contestant has to decide how much to wager on their response. And if they feel confident, then they'll wager more. If they feel less confident, they'll wager less. If they feel real confident, they'll do what they call a true daily double, which means they wager everything. So this is wagering everything. Okay, so we're wagering everything, and I think that the answer is the power of the federal government has increased. Okay, so what we do is we click on that, and we're correct. Okay, and it tells you, it confirms it, and it tells you particularly through the New Deal during the Great Depression that there was a great expansion of the activity of the federal government in the economy. So then we go to the next question. Okay, which examples meet the definition of a government? Okay, what is a government? Okay, here again you say, well, maybe I'm not too sure about this one because there's a number of different answers, and so I may screw up. So I'm not going to roll the dice. I'm going to just ask for half of the points, 50 points. Okay. All right. Okay, so government, a group of tribal leaders meets to discuss issues and make decisions for the tribe. Okay, well, that sounds like a government to me, a basic form of government. Okay, our group of tribal elders would be the president, vice president, and the senators and the House of Representatives. That would be our tribal elders. Okay, so this is those up here. Da-da-da-da, we are correct. Okay. Okay, so a military commander seizes a country by force, replacing the existing government. No, that would not be the definition of a government. Okay, that'd be like a dictatorship. So, whoa, wait a minute. That's okay. Oh, they're. I see what they're doing. They're considering that a form of government and be a dictatorship. So that one would go up here. Okay, because they would consider that, even though it's a dictatorship, they say, well, that's a government. It's not a good government, but it's a good government. It is a government. A nonprofit organization manages extracurricular and recreational activities throughout a country. Well, that's not a government. That's just activity of citizens. So that would be down here. The population of an island gather once per year to settle grievances and find solutions to common problems. Well, that would be a government because it would be considered what's called a direct democracy. In other words, they don't elect representatives. They don't have a governing body. They are the governing body themselves. Okay, so that is correct. Okay. All right, so we did that We got one question wrong, which is okay, because the beauty of these inquisitives is this. What you have to do is you have to answer a minimum of 20 questions. After you answer 20 questions, then the computer is going to give you a score. They're going to say, well, you got 80% of the questions right, so you got an 80. Okay, well, you don't have to settle for that. You can keep answering questions, as many as you want, until you get 100. Okay, now the goal is to get 1,500 points. When you get 1,500 points, then you get a 100 for that inquisitive. Whether you got all the questions right or whether you missed a bunch of them, it doesn't matter. As long as you kept going and got enough questions right to get 1,500 points, then you get 100 for the inquisitives. Okay, also, you can, if you do the inquisitives and you just score 80 and you are tired and you don't want to do any more questions right then, that's fine. You can exit it and you can come back to it at any time during the course. You can come back to that inquisitive, and you can come back to that inquisitive and answer some more questions. So it never closes down on you. There's no time limit. You don't have to have it done by a certain date, except obviously you have to have them done by midnight on July the 6th, because then the class is over with and you can't do any more. Okay, so we demonstrated how it looks when you miss a question, and we demonstrated how it looks when you get them right. Okay, so that is how you do the inquisitives. And remember, your goal is to answer a minimum of 20 questions and gain 1,500 points. And when you achieve the 1,500 points, then bingo, you got 100 on that inquisitive. But if you don't get 1,500 points after answering 20 questions, you can keep answering questions until you do get 1,500 points. Okay? All right, well, let's get out of this. Okay, now on each chapter you will have an inquisitive. On each chapter you'll have an inquisitive. You'll also have some other things, like this one is simulation, U.S. political culture, who are Americans, and who participates, infographic animations. These are informatic animations that address the question of who are Americans and who actually participates in political activity. Okay, you can watch these, and I encourage you to do those, but you don't get a grade for it. So, but you can watch it. Okay, inquisitives, that's where you get your grade. Okay, now let me take a look at grades real quick, just to show you this. Okay, this is how your grades will show up. Now you will also see okay, well they're okay, good, they're not in there. Sometimes they put some others in there that we don't do, but these they don't have them in there, so that's good. All right. Okay, so you'll see your grades, and you'll see that you'll start off with a 0 in everything. Okay, and then as you do things, as you do inquisitives, then you'll get points, and you'll build up the 0. You'll get points, and ultimately you'll get, your goal is of course to get 100, which is possible. I've had a couple of students do that. Okay, and each part works the same way. The part 1, you have you have 5 chapters, which is quite a lot. You know, what they did, they used to have 4 chapters in Unit 1, but they combined civil liberties and civil rights into 1 chapter. But now they have divided them into 2 chapters, which I think was a good idea. But that's why there's 5 chapters there. Okay, Part 2 and Part 3 work the same way. Okay, Part 4 involves the final exam. Now, the final exam, as I said, involves the chapter 14 and 15. So Part 4 is only 2 chapters: domestic policy and foreign policy. Okay, that's all it is. Okay, plus you have 2 assessments. These assessments are general questions on the course, and there are 10 questions each. Let me show you this. Okay, so you have the exam on Part 4. Now, these exams you take yourself, and on the exams you have to work on your own. You can't get help on them. You can use your book on the exam on Part 1, 2, and 3. On Part 4, you can't use your book. You can have 1 page of notes, both sides. Okay, on the inquisitives, you can work with friends, you can work with family, because they are learning exercises. Even though they are graded, they're mainly learning exercises. And so you can get help. You can, if you are getting stumped on some questions, you can ask your older brother or older sister that you think so smarter than you. You can ask them, hey, what did I do wrong? What's the right answer there? You can get help on those, but not on your exams. On the exams, you have to work on your own, 100%. Okay, so on the final exams, you have the exam on Part 4, which is chapters 13 and 14, and you have these 2 assessments, which are 10 questions each, general questions. The exams are all 50 questions each, and they are all fill in the blanks or true or multiple choice or fill in the blanks. There may be a true or false in there somewhere, but I think they're mainly multiple choice or fill in the blanks. Okay, so and that's true of all of your exams on Part 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're all 50 questions. You do them online. They are timed, though, so you don't have time to just look up everything in the book, and so at any rate, that's how the various parts of the course work. Okay, now here is the information on your research paper or project, and as you can see, they're all in black now. You can't access these until starting June the 6th. Okay, you can do, in fact, let me go to back to viewing as me, so that I can show you, I can open those and show you how they work. Okay, so after June the 6th, you'll see everything. You'll see all these in blue. You have sample research paper, the traditional research paper. So let me see if we can get it loaded up. Okay, and if you just simply follow the format, look at the sample and follow the format, then you'll do just fine and you'll get a very good grade. Okay, it can be on any topic concerning federal government. You can do it a paper on one of the founding fathers, Alexander Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington. You can do a paper on some current political figure. It can be Joe Biden or Donald Trump or Ted Cruz or John Cornyn, some federal figure. You can do it on an issue like minimum wage or abortion or whatever topic, immigration. You can do it on whatever topic that you want. Okay, And so you have a cover page. Up at the top you have the title of your paper. You have it again in the middle and the information on you and the school. And then you have an abstract, which is like a summary of what your paper is going to be about. And then you have your paper, and then you have references, and you have to have a minimum of 5 references. Okay, so that's your paper. It's simple. That's why if you don't do it, if you don't turn in a research paper or project, then you don't pass the course. You get an F for the course if you don't turn that in, regardless of your other grades. Okay, once you do your research paper, you do it in MS Word format, and if you then want to save it in PDF, you can. And then you come to the research paper module, and if you want to send it in as a rough draft, you can send it in first as a rough draft. You don't get a grade. I'll look at it and I'll email you with any suggestions that I have, and then you can polish it up and then submit it as your final paper, and then you get a grade, and that's it. You can if you don't want to write the traditional research paper, you can write sort of an op-ed, an opinion piece. You got to make it substantial. Don't write one paragraph and say that's it. Write a few pages on some topic, like if the George Floyd incident had an impact on you and you want to write about that, you can. Other examples are gun control, abortion, immigration, climate change, the economy, etc. You can write about anything. And in that case, there's no real format. It's kind of like an op-ed. It's kind of like an essay, I guess you would say. Okay, finally, you have an opportunity for extra credit. You can write me a letter telling me something about yourself. What your career plans are, if you've decided on a career path. What makes you happy, what makes you sad, what scares you, what makes you frightened, what makes you worry. Anything you want, because I like to know what people your age nowadays are thinking. And since we don't meet and get to have discussions, then this is one way that you can let me know a little bit about what's going through your mind. And you get 2 bonus points for that. Okay, so you click on that, and okay, you just click on this, and then you load in the same way that you load in your research paper. You load in your bonus. You do your letter to me in MS Word format, and if you want to save it in PDF, you can, and then you just load it in to this module where it says bonus U. Okay, you load it in, and then it comes to me, and you automatically get 2 grades. As long as you give me something substantial. In other words, you don't write 3 sentences and turn it in and say, hey, this is my paper. No, you do something substantial. You write 2 or 3 pages at least, and tell me something about the topic and what your thoughts are on it. That's all you have to do. Okay. Okay, that's about all I have, and here again, if you have any questions or problems, don't hesitate to ask me. You will have a review video on each chapter before each part before the exam. You'll have a review video. I haven't gotten those done as yet, as of right now, but they'll be available by the time you need them for the exam. Okay, so you watch the review, and then you do the exam. And you do the exam in the time frame given. And here again, you have to do the exams on your own. Okay, so that's about all that I have to say, and I'm glad to have you in my class, and I hope that you have a good time. So I'm going to put it back and just say thank you for being in my class, and I have a couple of jokes for you. I told you this class was going to be fun. Okay, I have a spider joke. In fact, I have two spider jokes. Okay, spiders sometimes are considered to be very technologically advanced. Why is that? Well, because almost all of them has their own website. And they are also very good at finding information, finding things out, because they are very good at finding things on the web. Okay, so there's a little joke for you. So you have a good time, and I will too, and we'll get through the class. And it is a short class, so you got to work fast. You can't walk through this class. You got to jog, and sometimes you have to run to keep up. But together we will make it. Thank you very much for watching.